Hello everybody. Spring cleaning season is ending, as well as other forms of home repairs. In today's video, we're going to talk about Jan de Vylder's CG house. In doing so, we'll talk about the status of adaptive reuse. In the 1932 novel Brave New World, Aldous Huxley introduced a propaganda slogan, "Ending is better than mending." This phrase is a part of a coordinated ideological system designed to stabilize a society through consumption. In Huxley's world, social order depends on constant economic circulation. Objects are not meant to last. Clothes, tools, everyday goods are treated as disposable because repair would slow down production and reduce demand. Mending implies care, memory, and continuity, qualities that anchor people to the past. The world state sees these attachments as destabilizing. By contrast, ending, throwing things away, buying new ones, keeps individuals oriented towards the present cycle of consumption. As I read more deeply into the CG house, I came away with a reflection that for Jan de Vylder, mending is better than ending. Calling it adaptive reuse is technically correct, but it understates the project's ambitions and level of craft. This is less of a reuse project than an editorial process, an updating of an existing structure into a new one. As Jan de Vylder describes it, the conversion of a former farm complex is based on inserting multiple houses into the existing structure, strengthened by a new orthogonal layout that pulls away from the original walls at varying angles. What is striking is how close this work is, both geographically and historically, to a very different position articulated by Dutch architect Rem Koolhaas in his 1995 essay Portrait of Potemkin Metropolis, where he advanced a desire towards a tabula rasa. What is tabula rasa? A clean slate, a new world order produced from the rubbles of utter destruction. Koolhaas, working from the Netherlands and just 1 or 2 generations away from Jan de Vylder in Belgium, represents an almost opposite sensibility when it comes to endings or mendings. As Koolhaas continues to proclaim, context, his words, not mine, I can't help but think about the similarities and differences between this disposition and the Haussmann plan from 1853 to 1870, led by George Eugene Haussmann. Side by side, the graphic similarity between the Haussmann plan and the CG house are overtaken by their differences in scale and ideology. Haussmann's Paris operates through total urban destruction and reconstruction. The clearing itself is a form of tabula rasa. Here, ending is better than mending. In Koolhaas's urban thinking, whether through his writing or projects like La Défense, this willingness to overwrite persists as a disciplinary position, another level of large-scale endings. The CG house, by contrast, operates through the surgical suturing of new spaces, geometries, and components. Instead of clearing, it cuts. Instead of replacing, it adjusts. At the scale of architecture, bits and pieces of the original farmhouse are retained, and the evidence of update requires the past to remain visible. At the scale, mending is better than ending. At this point, it is useful to introduce a philosophical thought exercise, especially relevant to preservation architecture, the ship of Theseus. As a ship is continuously being repaired over time and its original parts are gradually replaced, at what point does it cease to be the original ship? Can it still call itself Theseus if 100% of its materiality has been replaced? Jan de Vylder's approach is a reconstruction assembled from familiar typologies. Each part appears normal. Each relationship reads as expected. Yet, taken together, the project produces kind of a eerie familiarity. This new ship of Theseus becomes a typological uncanny valley, too familiar to be real, yet too real to remain believable. A quiet horror show emerges as if one were looking into the mirror, sensing something slightly misaligned looking back at you. In his 2018 lecture at Columbia University, Jan de Vylder remarked, with his characteristic wry understatement, "This is not a Philippe Dujardin collage. This is reality." Who is Philippe Dujardin? He is a Belgian architectural photographer, also known for stitching together photographs into near-real architectural fictions composed of familiar elements. His collage work operates through a seamless accumulation of fragments, real pieces assembled into an unreal whole. The CG house performs an inverse operation. It is entirely real and physical, yet it behaves like a constructive photographic fiction. To extend this thought, I want to invoke Dave Hickey's seminal writing Dialectical Utopias, where he compares Santa Fe to Las Vegas as fake real and real fake. The CG house occupies an unstable position between these poles. These days, I even wonder, could there be such a thing as fake or real? I want to end with a comparison to the 2024 film A Different Man, with the concept of verisimilitude in cinema studies. What is verisimilitude? It is the appearance of truth or reality in literature, film, and art, where fictional worlds, characters, and events are made to feel believable, plausible, and authentic. The truthiness of a thing. I find myself thinking about the aesthetics of authenticity. The aesthetics of authenticity is still an aesthetics. It does not promise authenticity or modesty. In contrast to the bombastic approach of the 1990s, where Collage and his cohorts advanced through Tabula rasa through the clearing of cities, buildings, and even discourses, we now encounter a different sensibility emerging, especially in Belgium. Not just Jan de Vylder, but figures like Alexander de Hoe or KGDVS, operating within a space where irony and sincerity oscillates. Modesty may be in itself a rhetorical position against its immediate predecessor. Mending a discourse by ignoring the previous one may be in itself another way of ending it. If you enjoyed this breakdown, please consider like, share, or subscribe. More episodes will continue to examine architecture through a cultural and theoretical lens. My name is Jimenez Lai, and remember, every ending is also a beginning.